Now let's look at a couple of examples of paragraphs. Christmas is my favorite holiday. From the sparkling decorations to the mouth-watering food to the raucous gatherings, everything about Christmas is a joyful reminder to me of the universal values of family, friendship, love, and goodwill. Although some of the hustle and bustle can be stressful, such as gift buying and last-minute preparations for parties on the big day, overall, I feel a sense of peace and quiet as I ponder the true meaning of the holiday. Each year, I look forward to celebrating this special day with the ones I love the most. What is the topic sentence in this paragraph? Remember that the topic sentence is the main idea. In this paragraph, Christmas is my favorite holiday appears to be the main idea. Thus, we would call it the topic sentence. The next two sentences are supporting details. The description of decorations, food, and gatherings, as well as universal values, support the writer's love of Christmas. While the writer acknowledges an alternative perspective, the stress of hustle and bustle, the next sentence still supports the main idea, that Christmas is a time of peace and quiet for the writer. The concluding sentence restates the main idea while emphasizing an element that can be elaborated upon in following paragraphs, namely how the writer celebrates the day with loved ones. Although this is not a fancy or academic paragraph, it does illustrate the main elements of a paragraph. It also sets the tone of relative seriousness and formality, which would be appropriate for scholarly writing. However, it is not particularly gripping. Let's take a look at another paragraph about the same topic for comparison's sake. Christmas drives me crazy. It rather surprises me to say this, as Christmas is also my favorite holiday. Each December 26th, I start counting down the days until the next Christmas. I immediately go into withdrawal at the prospect of taking down the holiday lights, stowing the ornaments that I have been collecting since I was a year old, and wistfully recycling the sweet Christmas cards and boastful newsletters I have received from family and friends. Christmas comes with such high expectations, and I never want to let others or myself down, so I jump on the bandwagon right after Halloween. I begin planning a 10-course meal for Christmas Day, strategizing new elf-on-the-shelf possibilities, and combing through thousands of photos for the Christmas card to rival all others. Could it be true that obsession is the deepest expression of love? The main idea of the paragraph has shifted a bit. Now the writer has somewhat of a love-hate relationship with Christmas. Here, the main idea is that Christmas is the writer's favorite holiday, but note that it is conveyed in a context of surprise. The first sentence, Christmas drives me crazy, is the hook, and perhaps the true main idea. What follows are examples of the writer's love-hate relationship. The concluding sentence is a provocative question that opens the essay up to several possibilities, exploring the Christmas theme in more detail, or going into other examples of obsession as love. This paragraph has quite a different tone. It is much less formal and more personal. There is an element of humor, and the examples are more evocative, meaning that they conjure up visual images of the writer engaged in the various Christmas tasks. Both paragraphs are examples of narrative writing, storytelling, often about oneself. The first paragraph could be improved by including more of a hook, such as a brief anecdote about a particularly meaningful Christmas experience, and by using more evocative language. The second paragraph could be improved by slightly varying the length of sentences for effect, rather than most of the sentences being fairly long with multiple examples per sentence. What other ideas do you have for improving these paragraphs?